Hi guys, today we will be doing a movie review and a reaction to the 20th Fox Century film called The Greatest Showman.
The story was released in 2017 as the story is a story about the P.T. Barnum, who is an American showman and also a businessman as a politician as well.
I think when I watched this trailer, you get the impression that the movie is about a man who's having a rough time in his life, and he then creates this circus show, and you get people who are considered freaks, and this kind of shows how the times has changed.
Okay, so like this is the video from the introduction theme. So we're gonna watch it.
Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. Yeah, for a dream, can't you see getting closer to surrender? Cause you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flying open. It's a picture in the pulpit and your blind devotion. There's something breaking at the brick of every wall, it's holding on that you know. So tell me, do you wanna go? Where it's coming in.
Oh, that's so cool. So like the first thing that catch my mind is their costumes. Like it's really stand out in a way that you would usually wouldn't see anywhere else like that. Yeah.
For me, it would be the choreography because they're all very in sync, and that's really impressive considering how many people are in the crowd. I think, yeah, I think that's really cool. And as you said, the costumes are very fun to look at, and they're all very different, which is very distinctive to all their personalities.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's quite like open eyes that we don't really normally see it like in our daily life, which is like a unique part of it as well. Yeah.
The next scene we'll be looking at is A Million Dreams, and it is one of the first songs that is played in the movie.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams keeping me awake.
I actually really like that transition between the young Hugh Jackman and the older Hugh Jackman. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, I agree. It's cool. But for me personally, I think that the voice of the two kids suits the song really well as it's portrayed like a soft tones that like vivid the song in a way that it sounds much better than the adult voice.
A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
For the world we're gonna make.
Really like the lyrics though. Like it's tell a really meaningful message and it's quite emotional. As the couple, they don't really have much like wealth, but then I feel like the mother or the wife, she doesn't really get affected by it much as long as she have her family along with her. I think it's that also because of like how she grew up or brought up, like with the family that have a money. So then she try to value people in her life over the physical things that she used to have like that. What do you think?
I agree. I think it's quite sweet to see how she's given up her like everything she could have had, all her family wealth to be with a guy who doesn't have as much at all, and it just kind of shows how much she like cares and values him over, like you said, like physical objects and
Mm.
money.
So the next scenes or the next video that we're gonna react is which is This Is Me, like music videos. So we're gonna react to the video.
But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
I really like the costumes. I feel like people put a lot of attention to that costume.
I really like the song. It's like one of my favorite theme song in the movie itself because like out of all the song, this song have like brought a really strong message through to embrace like who we are and how everyone's is unique from one another, which is like also the main goal or main purpose of or value of the whole movie itself.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think this is like a really powerful song, and it portrays such a powerful message in such a positive way. And I really enjoyed the choreography in this. It's there's a lot going on, but it still very much focuses on the main singer in that scene. I'd say overall that was a really good movie. I don't know what you think, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like it's a really light and really family friendly movie to watch. I don't know, we didn't really react to it, but then I can feel like the chemistry between Zan Efrons and Zian Daya was really good casting choice by like the producer like that.
Yeah, I really liked their chemistry in the movie because they were both Disney actors, which I think makes them really suitable for this role. Because a lot of people who watch this film are of all ages and especially children, and they might recognize them from like High School Musical and Shake It Up, which were the two films and shows that these two have been on.
Yeah, and beside those two actors, I recognize like one more actor who's like really well played, who is Hum Jackman. He was also a really good casting too. He have done a lot of like family friendly movie, and mostly known for his role in X-Men, Night at a Museum, which is also a really good friendly movie like that.
Yeah, and don't forget Michelle Williams. I felt like she was all right. I wouldn't say her part in the movie played that much of a role overall. But I definitely enjoyed the song Tightrope. But I definitely must say that Hugh Jackman was the main character and he was like the star of the show. And I felt like there were side stories such as like Zac Efron and Zendaya's love story, which was really interesting. Since it was your first time watching this movie, what do you think of it? Like, would you recommend it to someone else?
Well, I think it's a great movie, and like the music itself, like in those movies or in the movie, is really fantastic. And I would definitely like recommend to other people, like my families and my siblings or friends. Well, think of it as like a unique and enjoyable type of movie for all ages, and I would definitely watch it again one day like that.
Yeah, for me personally, I've this isn't like the first time I've seen this movie, but I don't think it ever really gets old because I really enjoy the music and I personally listen to them occasionally just throughout my day. And my sister is like 7. when she first watched this movie, and she still like enjoys it, and she occasionally watches it too, and as well as my dad. I think Hugh Jackman was really good in this movie and did a fantastic job with both of the acting and singing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is like definitely a really good movie if you like enjoy musical type of things. Well, it's a perfect type of movie to go for. Well, however, I do feel like there's a moment in the movie that just feel like too much. Like as much as I can enjoy the music there, but there is a certain song that start to sound familiar to one another. Like, well, it's a musical, so I probably think some sounds are like similar to one another, and I feel like there's a moment where I wish there wasn't a song there because throughout the movie songs keep popping up like in so many times.
I have to agree 100%. I wish we kind of got a chance to see more of like character development, especially with the dancers in the circus. Just because I feel like midway throughout the movie they kind of disappeared and we completely focused on Hugh Jackman, and we never really got to quite understand them a bit further. Um, and I feel like that would be beneficial if we did kind of develop more of a connection to the people in the circus, and that would, I feel like the character development was a bit lacking in this movie.
Yeah, thought the movie was really great. We both agree that the movie is a really friendly family movie that was casted by many great actors and actresses, and there's a really great music along the movie too. Speaking for both of us, we would definitely come back and rewatch it one day.
I think this movie is really good. It's very cheerful, it's very light, it's very easy to watch, and I think it overall makes you quite happy, and it encourages you to be your most authentic self, which I think is a amazing message, which we all felt and received when we watched this movie, and that is it. Thank you so much for listening, and goodbye.
Bye.